already taken away, doesn't want to play the Darius into the Nart, so instead he will go to Aatrox.
I mean, I think on paper, you look at BDS's draft, feels very well-rounded, right? You have pretty reliable engage, pretty good follow-up. Well, actually, it's Adam that needs to be covered right now because Marcoon is looking for the gank.
They don't know that Shio is waiting. Adam's got to pop the world end. Immediately they jump onto Marcoon, who tries to flash away, but he's going to get locked up in a prison of ice, and that prison is his tomb. Irrelevant next on the menu is Shio, and Adam trying to close down on him. The Gnar coming out, Adam trying to heal. Irrelevant flashes from it.
Now, the wave is in a bit of an awkward spot. Not going to use the ultimate there, and a good exchange from Certus.
Flash away from Nook. Went a little bit over to get a kill. They could look for Marcoon's third mark of the game. Doss going to step forward here. Lanson's not going to be able to get away from that boot. There's a chain of corruption chase in as well, and it's exactly what SK were looking for. Down away now, they're going to secure the first dragon of the game as well for themselves. Show, although not on the board in terms of kills, has been all over the map, helping out the BDS laners.
Certainly has.
But if you don't have the ability to gain prio with your support, you're always playing pocket. As Sheo looks for it, the flash away from Doss puts his AD carry in a very sticky situation. Crowny will take the kill.
Almost able to get a kill back. You can see
Third of the way off its cooldown. Lebrov looking for something here. Irrelevant able to dodge away from it, but that Mega Gnar is about to time out. The dragon should be secured here. Marcoon will take it. Irrelevant forced away. Did burn the flash.
To unlock this mid lane tower. This gives them a little bit more control when contesting the next dragon. And overall, it just gives them a more solid foundation. They can send Irrelevant to the bot side of the map. No TP for now, but he can just keep catching those.
Perhaps a little bit slower than you would have liked to play, but they are going to be able to secure at least the first tower here. Adam able to be lanterned away. That Rift Herald will charge in and lose some of its health. They could have taken that tower down just quickly enough so the Herald wouldn't lose any of its health, but it doesn't really matter anyway because they're still going to get 2 charges out of it, and they still secure the tier 2.
You can see that Shio and Lebrov are on their way to assist.
Marcoon looking for it. Double TP immediately from BDS. Crowny tries to turn this one around. Marcoon hit with a Glacial Prison, and he is almost done for. The Land's Respite coming out, but he's stuck in the midst of 5 members of BDS. They invested a lot for that kill, and they are damn well getting it.
For one, it's a great trade for us. He wasn't expecting Shio and Lebrov to be right there in the tri-brush.
Game for BDS. Mountain Soul, probably the best soul at the moment, as Lebrov lands a hook onto Irrelevant. The play coming back as well. Irrelevant waits with the hop to get away. Doesn't have the flash, though. Doesn't have the Mega Gnar. And the Ace in the Hole will spell his doom. He does trade onto Lebrov there.
The map where they have control. You can see Adam pushing in that bot wave. They have control of the mid. And they're able to just walk into the enemy jungle because they know that they have the numbers advantage. They know they have control around this dragon area. This means that Nuke can now path up towards top. It will cost him a tower. It will cost BDS a tower, but then Nuke can just catch this wave. Now it's SK. They had to push in, and they have to secure this tier 1 tower on the bot side of the map. And rather than just continuing the push,
he knows that Mega Gnar is timing out. The Gnar nowhere near as impactful afterwards. Adam tries to trade it back around. Glacial Prison from across the wall, stolen by Certus. Shale will fall. SK able to find a chaser down.
Losing his life. There's no way they're going to do something cheeky here. Looks like that's not going to be the case. SK, though, I think they could have forced...
Shirelli's allows you this chase potential, and because SK were lacking engage, we talked about it in draft, Shirelli's just gives you that little bit...
Already died in the top lane.
Chain of Corruption only onto one there. Shirelli able to get away with the lantern once again.
Right now.
That's all they need to do. Shirelli is coming out as they look for the engage. Glacial Prison going out. Nuke trying to get onto Execute on the backline. Nuke into the Twilight Shroud, but he's locked up. Still able to escape with the second perfect execution, and it's SK who are hurting. It's SK who are bleeding as they are forced away. Adam dashes across the wall, and BDS get out very much more healthy than SK.
Nuke wasn't quite able to land the E, which meant that he couldn't secure that kill onto Exekick, instead choosing to use his perfect execution to get out of the fight. But BDS played that flawlessly. Incredibly patient. They waited for the minions to die both in bot and top lane. Once SK had thrown a lot of their ultimates out, BDS were on the counter-attack.
Irrelevant's almost mega. Dragon is secured. Irrelevant looking for that mega, but BDS able to... They'll retreat. They might look for a collapse here. 5v2. Adam and Nuke in a bit of a sticky situation. They're trying to escape death, but Doss is trying to do the same. He manages to escape just with a sliver of HP, and now Adam's stuck in the midst of it. Enough to turn the tides of this fight. Nuke trying to get on the backline, 6 seconds on the perfect execution.
Oh, no.
Glacial Prism hits! Shale steals it! And SK can only weep and watch as Nuke still able to kill Exekick. For that, his life will be forfeit, but what a prize to have earned.
Oh, no. But BDS, they're continuing their siege. How are you going to stop Crowny now? Looking for a fight.
Down.
3 versus 4. How much damage it did to the tower, and now BDS should be able to secure this one for free.
Yeah, it looks like Execute's just going to try and get some mid-prio. Glacial Prism just short on Certus there, even with the flash away. SK now trying to collapse, but Execute is nowhere near this. This is pure coming out.
That one.
TP coming in from Adam. BDS going to look for the fight here. They know there's a bit of a split, and Execute no flash. nowhere to go. Nuke takes him down. Marcoon next on the menu as he will jump across the wall with the flash. Irrelevant tries to get away, but he's knocked up with the Arctic Assault. Flashes across the wall, but the chase continues as Labrov funnels in on him. Now DOS, Marcoon, and Certus, what can you do? Another hook from Labrov into the threshold. Certus trying to trade back onto him. The redemption not quite quick enough from Labrov. He will fall, but Marcoon is chased down by Adam and Sheo, and all he can do is tickle them as they will remove him from the rift. The Dragon secured, the Mountain Soul for BDS. Certus tried to trade onto Nuke, but Sheo wasn't even needed to take the Soul, and instead he can look for a little bit more action. Certus trading back in, will be booted up here, stunned as Nuke goes back in with the Shuriken. The rest of BDS are there, and unfortunately for Certus, Karma is not Thresh and can't lantern him out of that situation.
At top tower, there's not really much SK can do about it. And we're at a point, Medic, where it's just kind of a slow death.
I mean, SK will probably feel they have to fight the Baron.
Oh, yes.
And BDS will be able to secure it. And actually, they might fight just before the Baron even starts. Share a little bit deep there. And look at how little damage he took. Adam onto the backline. Marcoon dead before he can even pop his ultimate. And now BDS. Well, there's not really much left for SK to do. BDS chased them down. 2 already gone. There's 3, there's 4. Make it more, make it 5. An ace for BDS and the base in their sights.
SK is wiped off the board. There is little that they can do to stop BDS as they dominate in the fight and are looking to end the game. A slow and steady win from BDS, but overall clean execution, and they will secure their first win of winter.
We saw BDS arrive to the studio in a limo in tuxes. I wondered if it was a funeral or a celebration. It seems today they've earned their prize, their first win in the LEC or Winter Split in 2023, and perhaps the start of winning ways for them.